Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we could do a bit of a weekend reading vlog because all I want to do this weekend is cozy up and read. I do have some plans and some stuff that I need to do, but for the most part, we're just going to be reading as much as humanly possible for these next 3 days. As of right now, I thought we could talk about my TBR. So the first book that I really want to finish is the audiobook that I'm in the middle of, which is Into the Blue by Emma Brodie. I actually started that quite a bit ago while I was in Florida, and I just never ended up finishing it because I had so many other things going on once I got back. However, I'm like 2 hours out from finishing it now, so I really, really want to focus on finishing that today. I have some cleaning and picking up around the house that I want to do, so I feel like 2 hours is a perfect time to knock out that audiobook and also do as much cleaning as I can. But as for the physical TBR, I have this stack here. This is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I put this on my quarterly TBR because I really want to get into some classics. This one is really short. It's like 142 pages, and I thought that it could be fun. It's like glitz and glam and class issues and a love story. I think it might be a little bit tragic. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think this could be fun. I'm actually on I'm on page 19 of this one. So I'm hoping to make a bit of a dent. I also have the audiobook of this one because it's free on Audible. So I feel like this one would be kind of easy to make my way through, or at least make a decent dent in over the next couple of days. And then we have First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. I started this one before I went to Florida. I've been in and out of books all month of June because I was really hardly home. I was doing a lot of traveling in June, so it's been all over the place, but I'm on page 126 of First Time Caller, and I've been really, really loving it, actually. This one, I just think that this is so perfectly up my alley. So I really want to pick this one back up and maybe binge it. And these are the two that I have yet to start. The first one is Bel Canto by Ann Patchett. I want to read this so bad. I heard that this is like anxious people, and not only I heard, but I read it, and it's a hostage situation at like this super affluent businessman's birthday party, and the hostages all kind of end up bonding, and maybe there's some love and some friendship that develops. I'm like 1000% going to pick this one up. I've actually been itching to read it. And the last one is The Book Club for Troublesome Women by Marie Boswick. This one just sounds fun, honestly. I feel like I'm a bit in a literary mood right now. I know that like summertime in July and August, people are usually reading like romance and stuff. I don't know if I'm super in the mood for romance right now. And yeah, I'm going to decide which one I want to start now. I feel like if I could knock out like 20 pages of The Great Gatsby and make a bit of a dent and then start like a book that I could really sit and binge like for a couple hours, that might be smart. I want something fast-paced. I'm going to pick up the shortest one. I know it's not First Time Caller. That one is like a 500-page romance. Okay, Bel Canto is like 300 pages, and The Book Club for Troublesome Women is okay. Yeah, so I did not manipulate this at all. Let's pick up Bel Canto. Cheers. We have a character in here. His name is Tom. He's talking about this book that he read called The Rise of the Colored Empires by Goddard. And it says, the idea is if we don't look out, the white race will be utterly submerged. It's all scientific stuff, it's been proven. This fellow has worked out the whole thing. It's up to us, who are the dominant race, to watch out, or these other races will have control of things. Oh, brother. Shocking, absolutely no one. Tom is a loser. He's literally cheating on his wife, so. Okay, listen, let me pause this. Okay, I'm sweating, but I'm reading Into the Blue. Well, listening to it. My thing is, I know everybody loves it. Let me say, yeah, I know all the girlies are obsessed with this book, and I think I partly see why. Like, I understand it, and I think like a decades long kind of golden string, invisible string type of romance with a little bit of heartbreak in there in terms of like family backgrounds and stuff will always be interesting to people. Like, I could completely see why people are so obsessed with it. However, I just can't get into an aloof main male character if the story is meant to be romantic. Like, I think that he cares about her, and that could be true for all types of relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. So I just, from what I'm feeling, and I am literally, I hope you're not hearing, whoever just decided to like saw outside. Anyway, yeah, I just, he's not yearning enough for me. I don't like palpably feel that romantic love that he has for her. So I don't know if it's because we're in her perspective that we really kind of understand that depth of love that she has for him, and the way that she is literally always thinking about him, always wants to be near him, always kind of knows where he is in proximity to her. I don't feel that from him through their interactions. And in my opinion, if we now get that, like at the end of the book, like if we now start to kind of realize that, oh, he comes and he says, oh, all this time I've been pining after you, la la la, even when I was brushing you off and saying that I love somebody else and stuff, like even when I was doing all of that, I was in love with you. It was just too overwhelming. That makes me sick. I hate it. I'm sorry. I can't get behind that. And maybe that's just a personal preference. Like, I love a man who's vulnerable and willing to put it all on the line, like regardless. I think that there is a little bit of ego and kind of keeping that to himself, or thinking, you know, like, I'm protecting her from myself or whatever. Like, that's not your decision to make. Like, if you love somebody, love them and do as much as you can. Be the type of person that you want to be in order to be with them. You know, I feel like it's cheap and like a cop out when the guy for the entire story is just like keeping the love interest at arm's length, and then at the end he's like, oh, I loved you all this time. Let's see it then. Let's see it. I'm not interested. I'm not connected because I don't feel like he loves her in the way that she loves him. That's just my opinion though. I'm liking the story. I'm going to see it through. I'm definitely not obsessed with it though. So let's see how it ends. But that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. I'm not loving the romance, if I'm being honest. So I think I'm going to take a break now until I have to get ready later. I have 33 minutes left, so I feel like I should definitely have enough time. I'll start getting ready at 5 and it's currently 3:35. So I'm sorry, I just realized that I was not in the middle of the camera. But yeah, I can see how this ending could be incredibly depressing. I definitely teared up for a second there, and that is not in line with the kind of rant and rave that I just went on. So whatever. I'm still not completely obsessed with it, but I can recognize a sad story and feel sad about it, you know. That's all I'm doing here. There was one moment, I don't know if I actually said it. Yes, I did say it, where I felt like we were a bit too detached from Noah because we were only getting AJ's perspective. We got one singular, like 2 paragraphs in Noah's perspective, and it made me shed a tear. So I'm just thinking, like, why would you not capitalize on using that? It doesn't have to be every other chapter is Noah, but I feel like using it is a really powerful way to convey the message that this is a two-way street, you know, and it's not just you're pining after him for forever. And like, we could assume how he feels, but we have, I don't know, I don't think the perspective was done well enough that we really know how he feels. And that one little moment of his perspective, I did try to say, whatever, I'm going to pick up Bel Canto. I have been thinking about it since I decided it. I'm so excited. Does this have something to do with music? Because there is like music notes on every chapter. Interesting. Sheet music. I just finished Into the Blue, and I don't know, it was okay. It was okay. I just, I think because I wasn't connected to the characters, I just didn't, I feel like I had no emotional stakes in the game. And if literally all the story had going for it was its emotional impact, you can see why I didn't really love it that much. But no shade or no judgment to anybody who did like it. As I said earlier, I completely see what people could resonate with in this story and why they would fall in love with it so much. I just didn't, but that's fine. I think I'll land on a 3.5 star for it because it was definitely entertaining and I liked the story. I just feel like I don't know, there was something about the dynamic and about the character development that just did not get me there in terms of attachment to them. But I also started Bel Canto. I got one chapter in because why is each chapter 30 pages? 30 pages is a long chapter in my opinion. So I don't know, it just took me so long because I'm like, okay, when are we gonna, like, when is this chapter gonna end? I just need that serotonin, I'm sorry. I literally need it. So I was fighting through the first chapter, but not because of lack of enjoyment. Literally only it's the damn phone. You know? I can admit that. I loved how the story was going so far and I've been really liking the writing and like some of the quotes about music and passion and stuff. I feel like I'm going to love this book. But I don't know if I'll be able to binge it the way that I want to because the long chapters are getting me, you know? But yeah, I'm about to go watch football. I think the game has already started, but I have like some kind of sport jersey. It literally just says Ford and it's my husband's jersey. But I think Argentina is playing today. I don't know who they're playing. Let me see. Okay, Argentina is playing Cabo Verde.
There's only one man to take this, but for once, it's not past the wall.
It is now the next day, and honestly, I'm crashing out. I am not feeling well today. I really want to just sit and read. The game yesterday was really fun. It was Argentina and Cape Verde. And one thing about me is when I'm watching World Cup, I have like no loyalty to any team. I just love to see really entertaining matches. And I'm like almost always rooting for like the underdog side. Not always, but usually I am. So like especially if it's a very kind of unknown team, some of those teams who are like now making World Cup for the very first time and stuff like that. If they're going up against a giant, chances are I'm rooting for them to win. I don't know, I just feel like it means more to them and I love an underdog story. So yeah, yesterday the Cape Verde game was so entertaining. Everybody kind of expected them to get completely washed out, but they didn't. They played such an incredible game. The second goal that they scored was actually one of the best goals I've ever seen in World Cup. It was so like mind blowing and the timing of it was just so good. It was a fantastic game, honestly. I had such a fun time watching, but we got home late last night as a result. So the day is kind of now starting for us. We had a very, very slow morning, but all of that to say, I didn't read much of Bel Canto again yesterday. I literally Googled it because remember yesterday when I said, does this have to do with music or something? Bel Canto literally is Italian, I think, or Latin for beautiful song or something like that. I Googled it today. Why can't I remember? Yeah, it means beautiful singing in Italian. It is a legendary style of operatic singing developed in Italy from the 17th to the early 19th centuries characterized by long, smooth vocal lines, exceptional breath control, and effortless agility across the vocal registers. So yeah, that's kind of why I guess we're talking so much about opera and the art of it and music and passion and stuff in this book so far. And I had no idea going into it. Honestly, I never even paid attention to the cover, but it does have like it is like the words Bel Canto literally are on sheet music and they are like music notes and stuff. I didn't even pay attention, but now that I saw that the chapters start with music notes, I was like, oh, so I'm paying attention now. Oh my gosh, just won an award, winner of the Penn Faulkner Award. Interesting. I have so much high hopes for this right now. I think this is truly my only plan for today, to lock in on this and see how far I can make it. It's literally only 300 pages, so realistically, if I actually lock in, I could finish this today. So you can't drink that. Okay, guys, it's been a minute since I updated. And by a minute, I literally mean it's been quite a few hours. I'm currently rushing to get ready to go to dinner with my cousins right now. But I have made a decent amount of progress in Bel Canto. I'm up to page 107 now, and I am thoroughly enjoying this one. Honestly, I need to multitask. I was doing pretty well, and then my best friend called, and I need to stop saying my best friend. Christy, she called and asked if I was doing anything and said that she wanted to come. So she came here. We honestly didn't hang that much, to be honest. She's like, oh, guys, this is not the first time that this foundation has pumped onto my good clothes. It's the second time in the past 2 weeks. It ruined one of my dresses when I was on my vacation. This is not happening to me again. I'm so serious. It's not happening. I'm literally trying not to have a mental breakdown right now. I've been really liking it, to be honest. I also have like 3 minutes, so I don't know why I picked up the camera, but yeah, this was written in 2001, and honestly, it feels, I don't know, this is one of those things because I feel like I've been hearing so many people talking about how books really age themselves, and especially when people start like writing about TikTok and like very contemporary things. I feel like it does age itself because if I had not seen on the cover on the Kindle that this was written in 2001, I would have thought that this was a release from last year or this year. You know, like it's one of those books that I think it just follows themes, in my opinion, that are timeless. I'm loving the writing so far. I love following stories about groups of strangers. This is something that I have realized about myself. And I feel like situations where a bunch of strangers are bonded over like a very ridiculous situation, like a hostage situation. Yeah, it just works. You know? I'm also really liking the way that there's this one character in here who's an opera singer, and I'm loving the way that you're kind of seeing people's humanity through the way they see her and value her. I don't really want to say what that means. I don't want to elaborate because I feel like it might spoil some of the beauty of the story. I'm gonna top up my bronzer and call it a day. But also my cousin has a message and she's coming for me. So honestly, maybe I'm not even in that big of a rush. But I just love seeing a huge ensemble of characters connect in different ways and form different bonds with different people. I love that. So yeah, I'm really loving the writing. I'm loving the way the story is being told. I don't feel like it's slow, even though I said that I feel like it's taking me so long to get through chapters because they're really long. There was this one chapter, I think the second chapter was 1 hour and 45 minutes, or 1 hour and like 10 or 11 minutes or something. And I was like, oh, oh, what the hell? That is kind of ridiculous. But I think I was saying before that I read a bit of this and then Christy came over. We watched literally one episode of One Tree Hill, ate, and she fell asleep. And then that's when I read the rest of it up until chapter 4. But I am having a really good time. I wish that I could sit and read more of this and binge it more. But I'm also really liking taking my time with it and like really soaking in every single word that's being written because it's written so well. And there are also so many characters. So kind of it is taking me a bit longer because some of them use like interchangeable names and then there are like 5 generals and so no 4 I think it's 4 but yeah it's just hard keeping up with so many different characters and trying to like reconcile in my brain, okay, who is this one, what did he do, when was he last seen, what is his relevance to the story. Like it is taking me a bit longer because of how many characters we have in here, but I'm not regretting it. I'm actually having a really good time with it. This is my like one of my favorite, these are my 2 current favorite perfumes. This one is like on the more expensive side. This one is Power of You by Armani. I love this perfume so much, but I only allow myself like 1 or 2 spritz of it because I don't want to waste it. And then this one is like more of my everyday. This is what I use most days these days. Dark Cherry and Amber by Banana Republic. I like drown myself in this. This is so good. I'm 1000% sure that was my cousin that just messaged me. So, but yeah, this is the outfit. This top is from Milk and Honey. These jeans are from, I think, Jessica Simpson, but I could be wrong. This bag is my favorite. I have it in 2 colors. It's from Fossil. And yeah, shoes are actually from Crocs. Sandals are from Crocs. So I'm gonna go. What is this? Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. Okay, guys, it is quite a few days later now. I had like the busiest weekend of my entire life. I don't even tell me why my cousins, my younger cousins, ended up convincing me to go to the club. I don't even know. I do not frequent the club. I'm not a clubber. So I think I just really wanted to spend time with them. And some of my other friends were also going, Christy, and like some of our other best friends were going anyway. And they were trying to convince me to go to that same place all week. So I was like, you know what? If everybody's begging me, there's only so much peer pressure I can handle. So I ended up going and it was fun, but why did I get home at 4 a.m.? Yeah, that was ridiculous. But then Sunday, obviously, I woke up super late because I got home at 4 a.m. And then we went to have Sunday lunch with my mom. And, well, obviously, my husband came, Christy came. We chilled with her. We watched both of the World Cup games, which took us to like 11 p.m. our time. And so that day was also completely lost. And yeah, so I'm trying to finish Bel Canto now. I'm on page 296, so I have been reading it sporadically. and I'm on page 296 now, so I'm literally like 30 pages out from finishing it, and I'm so excited. I'm loving this. I know that we're building up to something really, really sad right now, and that is terrifying me. I feel like the ball is about to drop, and we're going to get kind of whiplash from like the complete change of pace, but it was also inevitable. I feel like there's something so comforting to me about this book, where I feel like it's almost kind of like pandemic esque, where you're like in this situation that is technically very dangerous and scary and uncertain, but at the same time, there's just such a beauty in slowing down and reconnecting with things that usually, when life is normal, you don't have the time for. So, like slowing down to remember how to take care of your house, to like connect with people and the people around you. So, like family, and learn to appreciate them more and be grateful for the things that you do have, because sometimes you're just so caught up in life that you forget to appreciate what you have until it's literally gone. And then like, you know, remembering how to cook or learning how to cook and learning a new language, learning a new skill. Like our people, our hostages have been held hostage for quite some time now, and it just like the peacefulness of it, almost despite the like unnerving circumstances and the uncertainty of the circumstances, feels just very reminiscent of that like almost blissful period of the pandemic where the world kind of stopped and slowed down, and it just felt nice to stop and slow down, you know. So yeah, I'm really loving it. I just feel like I'll feel so sad when this book is over, but I also really want to see how it ends. Do I? I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't know. I don't know. But we are going to sit down and finish it now. So wish me luck, I guess. I don't wanna care. It's being I'm good alone. I'll be okay. Miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up. I'm not. Guys, this book is going to end so badly. It's going to end so badly, and I'm going to be so wrecked. Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care. It's being I'm good alone. I'll be okay. Miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up. I'm not. I think it's hard how we always wait another day. How we watch things that kids walk away. Let's live down by the water, watch it come. I wish we were bold to like sail away. Jesus Christ. I just don't wanna care. Can you be here? I'm good alone. I'll be okay. Miss you like an old friend. What the actual F is this? Hey guys, I obviously needed a moment to gather myself, but that was a 5-star. I literally have nothing else to say other than this obviously broke me, and I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you so much. I thought I had collected myself, but obviously I can't talk about it without crying. So I'll give maybe better thoughts in my wrap up for July.